Well, I was going to ask her because I'm with It Works too, and I had not figured out how to put them together. And so I was wondering if are you using your blog to sell more products or to recruit more people? Because I've totally kept them separate because I didn't want any problem with clients.
Yeah,
So
I do that
I was just
too.
wondering how you're doing it because I have not even went there.
I try to keep it separate. The way I have the blog set up, if someone actually end up on a post where I'm actually sharing It Works, that particular post is talking about It Works. I don't have anything as far as empowered inside that post. And like on my blog, I have like banners on the side. If someone want to know more about what I'm doing as far as working from home, they'll end up on a landing page where I'm just sharing how I ended up working from home and just quitting a dead-end job. And from that landing page, they may end up in finding out that I'm actually a It Works distributor and how I'm doing it. And
Okay. That's what I was kind of confused because I hadn't figured it out yet. And I thought, I wonder.
And if they...
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think
I try to keep it separate. As far as like Empower, if I want to share like Empower affiliated links, I do have, like we have the option to have another blog. You know how we can have other blogs. So I use that one for that.
Okay. So you just kind of have them two different blogs.
Mm-hmm. But as far as like my blog itself is like health and wellness. Okay. And I just bridge my It Works post into the blog. Like I might have like product suggestions for certain things. If they have an issue that they're trying to solve, I might suggest one of the products or something like that. I just bridge them in, and at the end of the post, like a call to action is going to send them where they can get more information about that product.
So do you send them to your actual It Works website to buy, or do you just send them to a landing page?
It depends on what I'm talking about in the post. Sometimes I send them to a landing page, and sometimes after I go ahead and send them to the It Works site.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's very similar. It's funny, like it's very similar to like what we do with everything else, right? It's the idea of I think the content that you put out is much more like health and wellness related. So it's going to capture the person on a broader topic, and then someone that's searching for that topic, or you're sharing it on your Facebook, is going to look for a solution, and the solution is linked to something that you get paid for, right? It's basically the same thing. So your market is health and wellness, whether it's weight loss, skincare, hair, nails, all that kind of stuff. It's just much more focused on that specific niche market, right? And your product that you're selling just happens to be something that you're affiliated with, you get paid for, right? I think it's really smart. Yeah. I think it's really smart what you're doing, and that's how I think that's how you came in, right? Was like, it's funny, like now I don't really market It Works reps much anymore, but you two are actually came in from like probably a similar marketing campaign. And that was the main thing, right? And I think Elaine more focused on that, I can make a lot of money with Empower, but you still have the retail channel and that type of thing that you're doing. So there's a ton of things that you can be doing, especially like on like Instagram and any other social media. Like the things that I do on Instagram, we'll probably get into in another session, but you can have your like health and wellness or weight loss Instagram account. That's all you share is information, and your link in your description. I know a lot of people that are in the other network marketing companies, health and wellness companies, they share their actual like link, right? And they go right to the distributor page. That's it. Then like, but the problem is once you're there, you're lost. You've lost them, right? You haven't captured them. You haven't like created any sort of bond. They've clicked something and they're like, oh, okay, this is just like a corporate site, right? But you can just have your blog link in your description, and it's all content based on, you know, health and wellness and what they're looking for. And you're the only advertiser, right? So I mean, I don't know their process for getting things approved or like the compliance wise, but I've seen a ton of people with It Works blogs, with, you know, blogs from all kinds of different companies. And I think what they just want to make sure of is that it's not like you're not selling a ton of other things alongside their products, right? They want it to be like exclusive. And the good thing with like the Kalatu platform is now we can have, I think they're going to be increasing it up to like 10 that you can have under your one $25 a month account, right? So you can have a sole It Works blog with your own domain name that has no links anywhere. You know, every single thing is 100% compliant. Create that. And what I would probably recommend is create that and then send one to compliance and say, can I use this? Is this something that I can use, right? And if they say no,
I might do that.
Right?
I might do that. Just to see what they
totally separate one. Make your own domain name. Have it hosted. You know, so it's got nothing to do with anything else. And then 100% customize it so that every single thing is compliant related to what you're doing. Send that in for approval, because there's absolutely no reason why you can't have one of those approved. I think the main reason before was that it's the commingling of different products and services, right? They want it because they don't know, like you're selling this and you're selling this, like it goes against their terms of service if you're part of a couple of different you know, health-based network marketing companies. Maybe you can't sell another weight loss product if you're a part of It Works or, you know, Lazo Tea or whatever the company is. You have to be solely with that, like that's your weight loss, right? So do that, and if they know you have to change this or this, do that, and then come back to us and be like, okay, this is like how we can set up a compliant, you know, funnel through the Kalatu blogging platform, right? I think that would be really valuable. Then we can show other people and say, look, this is like how you can set it up if you go down this route. So is that cool?
That's cool.
Yeah, I think that would be really valuable. Because I don't know if you guys, well, Elaine, were you at the last event?
The one this past weekend?
In Nashville?
No, I was not at Nashville.
Lizardo went, and he's not here tonight, but he went and he sent me a link to, they're basically creating just a product funnel, right, for the blog. So it'll be called like Kalatu Premium or Kalatu for Professionals, something like that. And it's just strictly based on the blogging platform and different themes that they're going to be releasing that lend themselves more to different professions. So like real estate, you know, network marketers, people that are looking to get leads for just other businesses. So on the retail side, we'll be able to like do exactly, you know, what you guys are doing and saying, look, this is a blogging platform. There's no network marketing affiliate community at all. And it'll just be 100% retail, which is really good. That's kind of what my Empower business was really based on the retail side, and then teaching people using the other products for training and things like that. And then naturally, I think, like it just grew organically because people saw the opportunity, and the ones that wanted to promote it did. The ones that didn't, right? And it just I think it's just naturally how network marketing grows, right? People start as customers, and then they grow into, you know, affiliates, producers, that kind of thing. Same kind of idea. It just happens to be instead of a herbal pill or whatever it is, it's a blog, right? So that no, I think that's really cool. I'd love to kind of get that figured out. So what else do you guys want to talk about?
about the follow-ups. I think that's where I'm struggling in.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
Well, I did and I guess where I got kind of chopped up or know that my iPass leads go to the iPass 2 follow-up sequence, right? And then, so do I still email them like the iPass, the updates daily emails that you're supposed to send to your list?
Yeah. Okay. So,
you know,
yep. No, totally. Okay. So all right. So when you are, now this can go with like really anything, right? Like if you look at the framework of what we're going to be doing, right, is we're building a list based, from interested people, and we're communicating with them, value, teaching them things, giving them like, not teaching them everything, but just giving them some value. And then here's what you need to do in order to actually get like the real meat, right?
Right.
So the way that I do it, okay, is part of my daily method, of operation, and what I do is I write an email to my list, okay? So whether that's from one of the daily assignments, which have, pre-written email copy, I actually write them, right? So if you're, wondering, like I actually write those daily, like the swipe copy that you guys get. So that is one option, okay? So those are more generic, like we write them so that like anyone can kind of send them, and it still fits who it's coming from, right?
Right.
But what I want you to kind of aspire to, okay, is that you're writing them from you, okay? And like this, like the ultimate goal, okay, and you can even start with this tomorrow, okay, is that you're emailing every day. Look, 5 days a week, whatever, 3 days, 5 days a week, whatever it is, right? And you can have like a follow-up series that's in there that kind of welcomes them, kind of answer some questions, that kind of thing. But what you'll find is when someone comes onto your email list, there's kind of like three different kind of personality types that'll come onto your list, right? Number one, someone comes on and they buy right away, right? And that's like maybe like 1, 2 in 100, right? We'll actually do that, So I mean, if you're not getting like 100 leads a day, right, then that's going to happen like randomly, right? So let's not count on those people that are going to buy right away. Let's count on the people that are going to need to, that are either they've been looking, right, and they're just kind of they just need a little bit more info. They need a bit more personal touch when it comes to actually making that leap to pull out their credit card, right? And then the other type of person is the one that really doesn't know if this is right for them, and they're just kind of like there, and hopefully they'll see something going on, right? And then there's like the group that will just never do anything. So there's like a huge group of people on your email list that are never going to buy anything, right? And just like accept that, that's okay, right? Like there's just like it just is, right? So we got to focus on the people that are who I want to focus on is that second group of people, right? That they know they want to join, right? They just need a bit more information. They just need to know it's for real, and they need to know that and believe they can do it, right? That's the main thing, right? They want to know that this is for real because they've seen so many things out there that they just they're kind of like, is this for real? Can I really do this? All this stuff I'm getting, like, how do I know that this is going to be the right thing, right? All these things going on in people's heads. And then there's the question of, can I actually do this? I know I want to do it. I think it's a great idea, but can I really do it? Like with my life, my responsibilities, with my family, with my job, like all these things that we have, can I actually do it, right? And sometimes it's just the consistent message that they can do it that other people are doing it just like them, right? And having that consistent kind of belief being put back into them, right? That's ultimately what we want to be doing with our emails, right? Is showing proof that other people are getting results. So either you're getting results, other people are getting results, because the most powerful thing that someone can see is someone just like them, right, getting results in the same thing that they're looking at doing, right? So if you see a mother, from, this city, that's got, 2, 3, 4 kids, that's, white, black, Hispanic, Chinese, whatever, everyone, they can see that and they're like, there's the excuse gets limited, right? And that's why at traditional network marketing companies, they parade people across the front of the room, right? Every time there's a hotel meeting, they bring the farmer, the butcher, they bring the guy that drives the school bus, they bring the guy with one eye, and everyone's going across the front of the room because the people that are sitting there need to see that there's all these different people that are getting results. So that excuse in their brain that says I can't do it doesn't actually make sense. They totally aren't, they can't convince themselves of that anymore, right? Sometimes it's that does that make sense? Right?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's the first email, and sometimes it's the 20th, right? But you just got to be consistent, right? And what I would suggest that you do is even if you use the daily emails that go out, I would always add a little bit of personality and personal touch from you, right? Hey, it's Elaine. I was just, thinking, I was at the market with my family, and, I'm just grateful now that, I've gotten an extra $300-400 a month, and we're able to, not have to look twice when we put out our credit card, right? All these, the little things that having a few extra bucks every month, helps you with, share that with them, right? And then you go into the email, say, I've actually partnered with this system, blah, blah, blah. And then you go into what the actual pitch is, right? But you give a little bit of yourself, a little bit of personality, and that'll go a long way, because a lot of people are just copy, paste. But I want you to elevate yourself to a level that you're look, I made a commitment. I'm a Black Card member, I went to this event, here's a picture of me, blah, blah, blah. And, I'm committed to doing this, and I want to help you as well, right? And then you can say, Wednesday nights, we're going to meet with our team. I want you to be there so I can introduce you, right? And use that as leverage and say, we've decided as a team that we're going to help families, right? And, this is what we're doing. We just met the other night. We talked about these topics. We talked about blogging for your network marketing business. We talked about email marketing and how to communicate. And I really just think that if you're brand new and you don't believe that you can do this, that once you get involved in what we're doing, you'll immediately know that it's possible for you, right? That type of thing. People just need to read. They're oh, damn, she's a real person, right? And that's the style of emails that really work, especially coming from a female, right? The energy is different. It's different. You can't be all hard and calling people names that and stuff. To share your life, right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. I just went on a little tangent, but that's how I built my business, right? Is from Facebook ads, YouTube, email. That's it. It's a whole, circle of the rapport that's built, right?
Right.
And that's, I just look at this. It's just proof. Every single person that is here, that is stuck around, okay? Because lots of people have come and gone, but you guys have stuck around. Lizardo now came in, and he's really pumped. right? He's like excited, and which is great to see. Like, it's really cool. But everyone came through Facebook advertisement that reached you where you were, helped you get to somewhere else, right? And now you're stuck around because there's a community, you're getting some results, you met some good people, like there's something there that's keeping you around, right? So that is, I just look at that and say, okay, shoot, like that's what works, right? So just find your pocket of people that you can really help. Find that that core group of people that you really resonate with, that are just like you, and really just, pour into them, and just give them what you wanted to get when you got started, right? Give that to somebody else, right?
Okay.
And that's why I'm doing this now, is because I feel like I've just gotten to the point where it's like, I just have to give more, right? I have to give more, and whether it's one person or a million people, I just need to give, right? And that's just what I'm doing. And as long as we can bring more people that we can give to, I just think that we'll get to a good place, and everyone benefits, everyone wins, and everyone gets to that next level, right?
Right.
Hello.